Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with James. I am your host James. Today, another simple and delicious cook. We are going to be doing baby back ribs in the Ninja Speedi. These are going to be amazing and easy. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so this is what we got. Some back ribs or some baby back ribs. And got these on sale, $11 for the whole rack. Looking beautiful. And I just took them out of the package. I didn't rinse them, I didn't do anything. You can rinse them if you want, not a big deal. But the first thing you're gonna wanna do is go ahead and flip them over. You can tell they're back because of the way they're bowed like that. And the first thing we're gonna do is, there's a membrane on the back here. And what you wanna do is go ahead and get like a butter knife and go ahead and kind of dig into the skin here and kind of just peel a little bit of this back. Like that. So there's a little bit started. Then grab a napkin. That's going to make it easy or easier. And we're going to want to, with any kind of luck, go ahead and get that whole membrane, yes, off the back. Good pull. Sometimes it's not that easy, but anyway, so you got the whole membrane is off of the back. Now, while we're on the back here, what we're going to do is, grab my knife that I had it here, is we're going to cut this rack in half. So find the middle point, wherever it may be. I'm thinking this is about middle. And then, actually, yeah, that's about middle. And then just go ahead and cut that bad boy in half. Find the bottom there we go. So now we've got two halves, obviously. Now we're going to go ahead and season it up. Alright, so the first thing we're going to use for seasoning, actually you can use whatever you want, but this is just what I'm using for this, is butt rub, Byron's butt rub. This stuff is good. It's not sweet, has a little bit of heat to it, but this stuff's really good on pork. And we're just going to go ahead and just give it a nice little coat on the back side here. Alright, the back side is not as much or as important as the top, but you still want to get some seasoning on there. And actually on the back side, that's all we're going to use. So go ahead, turn them over. Then on the top side, same thing. We're going to start with this. Like I said, you can use anything that you want though. Go ahead and light coat over that. Smells good. Love this stuff. I love to use this stuff on pork butt. And then we're going to go in. I just have a rib rub that I had in the cupboard. It's actually a beef rib rub, but I've used this on pork a lot. Now, I like some sweet on mine. This is actually going to be more savory, but like I said, use whatever you want. So we're going to go in with some of this. Yes. Get that, man, that smells so good already. Make sure you get all these sides. I want it all seasoned up. So there we go. Everything seasoned up. Prep is easy peasy. Alright, so from here, we're going to go to the Ninja. Alright, so now we are at the Ninja Speedi. Alright, so first thing you want to do, go ahead and turn it on, obviously. And we're going to open it up. We'll mess with this in a minute and show you what we're using. We just got the regular roasting pan in here. First thing that you're going to want to do, got 1 3/4 cups of water. Go ahead and dump that in because we are going to be steaming and baking. And then we've got the crisper tray. And then go ahead and put that in there, just like that. Now the next thing, so we got our ribs here. Now we got meat side up and then the rib side. So we're going to put meat side down in here. Both of them, meat side down. Those will fit perfectly just in there. Go ahead and take a look. Those are perfectly in there. Good to go. So now let's close this up. So over here, we're on air fryer right now. I want to flip it up to the rapid cooking side. We're going to use this little button to go down to steam and bake. Our temperature, we're going to go up to, there we go, 375. Now the time, I'm going to set it for an hour. It's not going to take an hour, and there's one thing we got to do in between. It's not going to take an hour, but I want to set it for an hour. So everything's set. Our temperature 375, got it set for an hour. We're on steam and bake. All you got to do is hit start. This is going to take a few minutes to warm up, and we'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, we are coming down to the 35-minute mark, so 25 minutes in. We're going to pull the top on these and take a look. Oh man, look at the pullback on the ribs. All right, so they're looking amazing. Oh, the steam. Yeah, it's steamy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get in here, and we're gonna flip these over. Well, just so you can see here, not trying to steam it up. And make sure when you're doing this, use some tongs that are plastic tip. We're gonna go ahead and turn these over just like that. Just flipped it, use some tongs. And then what I like to do now, because that steam can take some of that seasoning off, go ahead back in with whatever seasoning you like. Just put a little bit of seasoning back on top of that. Yeah, there we go. Looking good. A little bit of seasoning, and then we're going to go ahead and drop it. We'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, we're counting down to 20, which is 40 minutes in, and we're gonna pop the top on this, and good Lord, those look amazing. I'm gonna let this steam roll for a minute so I can kind of get you in real quick. And we're gonna actually get a real close-up look, but those are absolutely perfect. Oh man, I can see the pullback and everything. Okay, so we're gonna take these off. I'm going to take them to the cutting board. I'm going to let them sit for about 15 minutes or so, and then when I come back, we're going to cut into them, see how tender they are. We'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, so this is what we ended up with. As you can see, I actually cut a piece off just to try it out to make sure it's legit. Now, these ribs are absolutely amazing. Let me tell you why. So, we're going to get a knife. Go ahead and cut right in, right down. Just butter. They're soft, they're tender, and they're cooked all the way through. They are perfect. Now, let's take a bite. Off the bone. If you want to make these barbecue ribs, all you got to do is throw some barbecue sauce on both sides, throw it back in, same temperature, same setting, for about 5 minutes, and then you got barbecue ribs. But these are absolutely amazing. Oh, I can't wait. Actually, I got some macaroni and cheese I'm gonna eat with this as well. But anyway, let me bring it up top. I got a couple things to say. See you in a minute. All right, so we are finished with the cook. And I gotta say, these turned out amazing. But I just got one thing to say real quick. I have a video coming out next week. My next video, you are not gonna wanna miss this one. It is going to be a staple in your household. It is so good. And so make sure if you subscribe to hit the bell for notifications to get the notification to get that video. Promise, it's going to be amazing. Now, back to these ribs. These turned out amazing, like always. This is the second time actually I've done them, and they turned out the same way, and obviously, of course they did. But it's a cross almost between like pork chops and a very soft, tender rib. Actually, they're almost like fried ribs. I've had fried ribs one time and they were so good. These are absolutely amazing. Another way to cook ribs. And you can get creative with it, you know, do your own thing. And if you want to turn these to barbecue, put some barbecue sauce, top, bottom, throw them back in the Ninja Speedi for about 5 minutes, let it caramelize, and you got yourself some barbecued ribs. Really easy. So, anyway, that's how easy it is to do ribs. We're talking about 40 minutes to get some ribs done? Awesome. Thank you, Ninja Speedi. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, please think about subscribing if you like the content. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications to get my future videos on this Ninja Speedi. A lot of great cooks coming. Make sure to give a thumbs up, leave an awesome comment. And with that being said, we will catch you on the next cook. Thanks for watching.